Hello everyone, my name is Fitri Utami. You can call me Fitri. Today I want to share to you what is problem-based learning. The first one is the definition of problem-based learning. Problem-based learning or PBL is a student-centered approach in which students learn about a subject by working in group to solve an open-ended problems. In general, PBL is a learning approach that uses problems the real world as a context for students to learn about critical thinking and problem-solving skill, as well as to acquire essential knowledge and concept from course material or subject matter. Briefly and simply, RAM 1998 defines PBL as a learning that begins when a problem is faced by students. In PBL, students learn by solving problem and reflecting on their experience. The next is problem-based learning design. Problem-based learning was designed with several important goals, according to Burrows and Kelsen, 1995. It is designed to help students. The first is construct an extensive and flexible knowledge base. It involves integrating information across multiple domains such as knowledge in coherently organized around the deep principle in a domain. It is also flexibly conditionalized to the extent that it can be fluently retrieved and applied under varying and appropriate circumstances. The second is develop effective problem-solving skills. The development of effective problem-solving skills includes the ability to apply appropriate metacognitive and reasoning strategy. Metacognitive skills refer to the executive control process of planning one's problem-solving, monitoring one's progress, and evaluating whether one's goals have been met. The third is develop self-directed lifelong learning skills. Metacognitive strategy are also important for the third goal of developing self-directed lifelong learning skills. These are the skills that enable autonomous learning. The fourth is become effective collaborators. A good collaborator means knowing how to function well as part of a team. This encompasses and establishing common ground, resolving discrepancies, negotiating the actions that a group is going to take, and coming to an agreement. And the last one is become intrinsically motivated to learn. Intrinsic motivation occurs when learners work on a task motivated by their own interests, challenges, or sense of satisfaction. The next is characteristic of PBL. The first one is learning activities using the PBL model begin with giving a problem. The next is the problems presented relate to the real life of the student organizing discussion around problems, not discussing scientific disciplines. The third is students are given maximum responsibility in shaping and carrying out the learning process directly. The fourth is students are formed into a small group. And the last is students are required to demonstrate the product or performance they have learned. The next is teacher and student role in problem-based learning. The first is teacher role in problem-based learning. The teacher acts as a coach or facilitator of activities that students carry out themselves. The teacher provides students with appropriate problems to work on, assists them in identifying and accessing the material and equipment necessary to solve the problems. Student role in problem-based learning. During problem-based learning, students collaborate in small teams to explore the presented problem situation. The next is collaborative learning in PBL. One assumption of PBL is that the small group structure helps distribute the cognitive load among the members of the PBL. In PBL groups, the students often work together to construct collaborative explanations. Most PBL groups need some help to collaborate effectively. In the traditional PBL model, according to Barrows 2000, a facilitator helps ensure that all students are involved in the discussion. In the absence of a dedicated facilitator, there are a variety of techniques that might help establish productive collaboration. The next is the advantage of problem-based learning. By using PBL, there will be meaningful learning. The first advantage of problem-based learning. Students who learn to solve a problem will apply their knowledge or try to find out the necessary knowledge. The second is learning can be more meaningful and can be expanded when students are faced with situations in which the concept is applied. In PBL situation, students integrate knowledge and skills simultaneously and apply them in the relevant context. The last is PBL can improve critical thinking skills, foster the initiative of students at work, international motivation to learn, and can develop interpersonal relationships in group work. The next is challenges of problem-based learning. Students who share a common first language tend to use that language rather than English. Problem-based learning may not be appropriate for beginning or literacy level students whose English oral and reading skills are minimal. The third is teachers must carefully consider the problems and activities. The last is the nature of the student interaction changes during solving the problem in group works. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.